With me here in the studio today, I'm joined by Freddy Shamwana from African Environmental and Sustainability Consulting Limited, as well as Barry Kazadi from Minex Consulting. Good to see you both. Thanks very much for your time.
Thank you.
Look, you're here advocating business and the environment in the DRC. Do you feel people's view as to what it's like operating there, Freddy, is a little bit behind the times at the moment?
Yes. I think the public opinion with regard to Congo in terms of business environment is still outdated because there is misinformation about Congo.
Right.
They still have a view that Congo is unsafe state where the women are overexploited and there is child labor and there is not the rule of laws. So on international stage, yes, DRC has been put in red spot. Although the last 20 years, there is dramatic changes on business environment and also in terms of socioeconomic development. Yes, there is a substantial improvement in terms of business environment and also in terms of safety and security as well.
But you feel that these changes and this progress that hasn't been communicated?
Yes, so that's why we are here, to give the new image of DRC. DRC is 10 times in terms of surface area, 10 times the United Kingdom. And DRC shared the border with 9 states. In the last 10 years, 15 years, there was a bit of some of the armed force in the northeast of the DRC, but for the last 10 years, the state is pretty safe and secure. So the government has put in place different reforms in order to attract foreigner investors. We do have, or the government have put in place the new mining code, which is very attractive to foreign investors and also is more attractive, or I can say is more friendly in terms of all stakeholders. That means the government, communities and the investor. They also reap the benefits of doing business in the DRC. There is also a reform in terms of labor code, and also in terms of the law for the protection of the environment, which is friendly, a sustainable law where all mining companies have to do the environmental impact assessment study. And also the community and the company, they have to come up with a plan. In French, we call it protocole d'accord. It's a memorandum of understanding between communities, government, and also companies, so that they can come up all together with a plan to foster socioeconomic development within the project area.
And Barry, in your view, is progress being made? Are we seeing an increase in foreign investment?
Yeah, I think as member on several mining activities since about 18 years now, I can just say there are a lot of Western companies operating in the DRC, and as far as the government succeeded to put new reform that's securing all the investors, I can say that a huge change. Because let me just give you an example. If you look on the London Stock Exchange, the company like Glencore, they're there doing their own business. The company like Ivanhoe, they made a huge discovery, the Kamoa copper discovery. I was part of that adventure. And they are there. There are a lot of companies doing business in a safe case. And I think what attracts people to come in the DRC, it's because on the Congolese side, the government, Congolese people, try to understand that as far as we cannot put in place good reform, it will be difficult for us to call or to secure people who are coming from all over the world. For now, I think I can just say what the government in the DRC have been put in place as reform has drastically changed the way that maybe the Western world is seeing the DRC. And for sure, I think the DRC, the view of the DRC in this Western world, it's out of date. They're still thinking that there are civil war everywhere. No. Ask people who are living in the DRC. I can give you an example. A friend of mine, a US citizen, Mike Kirschman, the day that he was coming to DRC, his family thought that he should be living in a walled city. And the day that he arrived, he was more than surprised to say it was safe. That means, I think, one of the purposes we are here, we should try to let the people to know that it's safe. Congo is the only country in the past 2 decades they put in place, they developed more than 10 mines. There are major companies in Toronto Stock Exchange, in Australian Stock Exchange, even in London. They are there doing their business. I think to add on top of what Freddy says, I think Congo today is safe. Congo is secure. Then there is one key event that happened that last year, at the beginning of this year. Look, I'm 45 years old. It was the first time that I can see a peaceful transition between a former president and another president. Both are there. They're not there to say we have to catch this one, we have to put this one in jail. And people, Congolese people, they are more than happy to see that things going. We know for sure there are a lot of challenge, but we think that our generation of the Congolese, we are trying to improve. Let me assure you that we will do whatever we can to improve the image of the DRC out of our boundary.
And what are some of these hot commodities that these companies are heading to the Congo for?
Yeah, I think
cobalt's a big one.
Cobalt. Look, Congo is controlling about 60% of the world product, cobalt product. That means the best place, if you're looking for cobalt, it should be Congo. Look, now people are talking about electrical batteries. All those metals, cobalt, lithium, copper, tin, they're in the Congo. I think the best place to be, it should be in Congo. As I told you, Andrew, we are 100% sure that they still have a lot of challenge. But as Congolese people, we are focused. We know that we will overturn those challenges, and we want again to the light of DRC should be shine again.
Good.
Freddy, you'd no doubt agree.
I'm pretty very happy with Barry, and what I want to add to Barry is that the DRC government is now a binding member of Extractive Industry Transparent Initiative, where the government and also the company, they can publish the report in terms of production and sale of the natural resource. And in the meantime, the government also has put in place or even make as a mandatory the OECD guidelines with regard to responsible investment, and is a part of the mining legislation that the CSR policy, corporate social responsibility, have to be put in place by all companies operating in the extractive industry. So this is absolutely a good change, and it does give a good impression to foreign investors. Yeah.
Well, of course, a couple of names familiar with Proactive. You've got Red Rock Resources,
Exactly.
Power Metal Resources, of course. So you feel investors, they should be confident
Exactly.
in these companies exploring in the DRC, and you feel over time people's attitudes will change?
I think so. Look, I think there are people like Red Rock, people like Power Metal Resources, Ivanhoe, Barry Gold. They just signed a joint venture on the Kibali Gold. They wanted just to come and to sit by themselves, but they're there doing their own business in a safe environment. I think for me, let us say people should come to see. Today, DRC is a safe place to do business. The DRC has all the law to protect Western or foreign investor in the DRC. Let me give you an example. For example, while we were during the civil war between 1998 to 2003, the civil law was suspended because we are in the civil law. Since 2006, I think, everything is back in normal. That means the life is still there. All the laws are there. In terms of security, we have improved a lot. Let me give you another example. People are talking about Ebola because if one day I was going to China, and when I arrived to the Beijing airport, I was surprised that I've been caught because I hold the Congolese passport. And now we have to double check you because of Ebola and so on. And I told them, look, I'm living in Lubumbashi. Lubumbashi, Kolwezi, the capital city of mining. Ebola is happening in a tiny point. I can say it's more than 1 mile from Lubumbashi, in the area called Beni. And if you look at that particular cities, it's where the kind of, I can say, insecurity is still there, but the government, they are doing all they can do to make sure that there will not be insecurity in that place. Just recently, I was listening to local news. The President Tshisekedi just went there to make sure that he can put in place a new ways of dealing with all those groups, armed group, and if they can try to make the end of all this insecurity. That means I'm still thinking that Congo, the DRC, it's outdated the way that they are selling it here.
Barry, Freddy, good to see you both. Thanks very much for your time.
Thank you very much, Andrew, for having us.
Okay.